All right, here we are, guys and gals. I was not going to do this today. I do not do live streams on Fridays. Why? There's usually just too much traffic on Fridays. I'm busy watching other stuff anyways. I'm Mod for Ed. I like to watch the Alaska Prepper. I just came off of watching the Angry Prepper for a couple of hours. There are other things to do. It's busy. But I got some stuff on my mind. I kind of want to share. So hopefully, if there's anyone up still looking for a live stream, something to do, we're here. And maybe we can get through some interesting topics because I've got something very, very important to bring you from Canada that's just popping out, okay? I'm not sure if any of you guys and gals have heard about it. So take this time, go top up your tea. If you gotta hit the bathroom or whatever, if you need smokes or popcorn, go get your stuff set up and we can talk about some stuff, okay? I'll get through some hellos here right now. And we'll get into things here in a few minutes. Happy homesteader, good to see you as always. Indiana Prepper 2, lovely to see you again as always. Judy, how are you? Nunya, look at you, awesome. Hey Lua, Maverick, good to see you. Annandale Homestead, there you are, welcome, hello and welcome. Hillbilly, good to see you. Mary Beth, welcome. Brooke is listening. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Listen away if you're canning or doing some stuff, whatever. Keep doing your stuff, and we'll talk about some stuff here in a little wee bit. We'll wait for people to top up their tea or their beverages, get their popcorn, snacks, whatever they need to do. Hey Sam, how you doing? Northern Girl Hobbies. What's up? And why don't you have any hobbies? Hey, kicking it. Dude, oh, kicking it, my tooth feels way so much better. I'll tell you what, man, or woman, I can't tell if by kicking it if you're man, woman, or something in between. But that was a rough week for me when I was suffering from that tooth. Hardly got any sleep after my mouth started to feel better. I slept for pretty much 3 days, and I feel a whole bunch better right now. Thank you ever so much. Oh, you thought you had a break after Angry. I'll give you a few minutes. Jenny, come on now. Hey, Michigan Mom, how you doing? Yeah, Sam, there's some stuff gnawing at me, and you're a fellow Canuckistan, so you might have heard some of this news as well. But we'll just wait a little bit here, and we'll bust it out. Taz Christie, how you doing? Teresa, welcome. Nerd, even, hello, welcome. It's good to see you. Okay, so a bunch of hellos. CJ, how you doing? Welcome. Peach water. All right, you got your peach water. All good then. Cool. Yep. Get your beverages. If you're out of smokes, go get your smokes if you need that to go through it. I'm blurry. That's weird. All right. Nose picking is saying I'm blurry. Can anyone else chime in with 5x5 if the video and audio is clear? Yeah, please and thanks. I'm just going to continue through with some hellos. Yeah, Lou, I'll get to it. Okay. It's going all right, CJ. Thank you. I'm feeling better. Oh, Steffi Joe Roundtree, look at you. Welcome. Hava, nice to see you. Somebody's getting their chainsaws. Chat's bouncing a little bit, guys. I'm trying to follow it. All right, we got 5x5s. Look fine. Oh, Hillbilly's saying he's getting the chainsaws tuned up next week. Right on. You know what? If you can buy round files and tune up your own chains yourself, just to make sure they're sharp, that's another measure that we can do. In addition to, whatever the regular tune-ups are and this and that. Gazoon look at you. Good to see you. All right, bunch of 5x5s. Thank you all ever so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, okay, nose picking. Appreciate that. Yeah. I kind of saw something weird too, so it's interesting that you chime in on that. But if everyone else is saying it's just fine, that's cool. Yeah, Northern Girl Hobbies. Sit back and rest your back, and you don't need to mod a lot. If there's some a-hole in here, I'll kick them out. Or we've got other great mods in here, like South Florida, nose picking. There's lots of folks in here. Cashews in here, right? So yeah, if you got you want to sit back and just chill, Jenny, go on ahead and do that. Okay. All right. I thought I went ahead and got smokes. Okay. All right. Yeah, I did. We're good. We're golden. We're golden. We got smokes. Got my beverage. Hope y'all do too. It's good to see you too, Cashew. Appreciate you being here. South Florida, how you doing? Get all your hellos out of the way. Actually, let's right now, just roughly where you're from, chime in, fuel price, price of ground beef, daily temperature, status of drought or severe rains, whatever you got going on. Let's just chime in with that. We'll get that out of the way right now. Today we had 82 degrees, and I did put up a video in the afternoon. We had a real quick storm blow through, and it was blowing in all directions, and it actually broke one of my medicine plants, but it's a weed. I'll just prop it up. It's still attached to the thing, so it'll probably grow. Hey, Deanna, welcome. All right, Nunya's chiming in, 350, 100. Good Lord. North Carolina, 94. Oh, mystery squash and melon patch. You know what, Mary Beth? They will cross-pollinate, and you'll get stuff. Don't put your squash near your cucumbers because you'll have squawcumbers or whatever. You know what I mean? Q squashes or whatever you want to call them. It's the Chrome browser. Oh, gotcha. Copy that. Thank you. Nose picking. 409, Colorado. Gas is still $5 or over here. We had 82 today. I think ground beef. I haven't been into a grocery store to check food prices in the last little while, but ground beef is still hovering around about $6. Salt and pepper got to switch over to this user ID. Okay, yeah, whatever works for you. All right, Judy's saying 348 and 101. Yeah. CJ 325 and 80s. Indiana. BC $1.56. Good Lord, Monashi. You know what? I'm probably wrecking that name. And you know what? I saw you over on Prepper Nurse 1 tonight. I was moderating over there. And I'm not sure if you're a newer name around in the community, but I don't think I've seen you a lot around before. But hello and welcome. It's good to see you. It's another, I love my American brothers and sisters and my brothers and sisters all across the globe, but it's always nice to see, a fellow Canadian in here, right? The goats will eat everything. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. What sort of mutation of a cucumber or anything. Yeah, give it to a goat and it'll eat it. Sherry Leach, welcome. South Florida, big shortage on a lot of goods. 87 and rainy. Gotcha. Dutch bucket grown. I'm not sure what that is, Hillbilly. Chime in with what your Dutch bucket is. Not sure. Yeah, if you could elaborate, then maybe that'll help other folks. Give them a different concept on how to grow something or whichever. I'm not sure what that is. I've never heard of it. Dutch bucket. If anyone could chime in with what a Dutch bucket is. What am I breeding over there? Well, the rabbits are breeding themselves. I'm not breeding anything. It's illegal in Canada for anyone to get within 6 feet of the other. So no one's breeding anything. But what are they doing with all the babies that are being produced these days? Like, are the parents getting fined for getting closer than 6 feet together, or are the babies illegal and they're taken away? Like, what's going on with that? How does that work? Right? What the actual heck indeed, even, Klingon? I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to go live. Something's gnawing at me. I was going to do a video about this. Okay, so there's enough of us in here. I'll just spill the beans on. I was going to make a video out of it, but what's gone ahead and happened is Trudeau, our fearless leader, has gone ahead and mandated the special sauce for all federal employees, as well as travel, including airlines, trains, and any floating vessel that has a sleeping berth in it. So, it has begun. It has begun. Turd hole. No kidding. No kidding. Monashi. I'm probably saying that wrong. If you could tell me how to say it right, I would really appreciate it. Hey, Stewie. Welcome. What's up? What is up, Stewie? You'll be having your goat does bread next month. Oh, your goat does. Yeah, there you go. Screw the law. Hey, Northern Girl Hobbies in here. She got illegal chickens. She got pirate chickens. And she just had babies. That's a double screw you to the man. And I love every second they're alive. Love it. Oh, the Taz Christie, they did that in Colorado for all health care workers. Wow. Yeah, all right. So it's going there. Yeah, well, I'm not shocked. S-More, I'm pissed about it too. Right? $4.40 a gallon in SoCal. That's not the worst I've heard in Cali. Nerd. Going to have to start saying no. Yeah, no thank you. My immune system works great. Thanks. Have a nice day. Sorry, I have a heart condition. I can't take that. Whatever. You know? Like, screw them. But if they're mandating this and mandating that, how long is it going to be? You know, they're mandating it in travel, in airlines, trains, whatever it might be. How long before they start saying, oh, you can't go into a grocery store without it, right? Like, they are creating a two-tiered society. In Canada, our Canadian Museum of Human Rights is open, but only for the vaccinated. You understand what I'm saying? The Museum of Human Rights is open for only the vaccinated. What kind of sense does that make? Yeah, I can't take the jab. Exactly, Taz. I can't take the jab because I have CS. Common sense. Right? None of it works. All of the shit they've been doing doesn't work. And they're telling us it doesn't work by doing it over again and over again and over again. It hasn't worked, it hasn't worked, it hasn't worked. And they're like, well, let's do it some more then. What kind of lunacy is that? Like, it's insane what they're doing. You know, doing this shit, and then yeah, screw it. We're just gonna go on holiday now. You know, we're in the middle of the worst pandemic ever, worst global medical health situation whatsoever. But it's not that bad. We're gonna go on holiday now. See you in a couple of months. Marinate on this. this idea that we dropped for you. Oh, that we're just going to, we're going to quell all your guys' speech. We're going to censor all of you. Drop that idea. See ya. We're going on holidays. See you in a couple of months. Things can't be that bad if they're just going on holidays. Can they? You know what? South Florida, there's already some of that going on here in Canada. I believe Manitoba has closed borders. I believe Quebec has proof of vax sort of travel papers or apps going on. What's my take on it? Personally, I think it's ridiculous. Hey, Trust in God, how you doing? Personally, I think it's freaking ridiculous. We have the freedom to travel freely. Like, not just in the American Constitution, but in the Canadian Bill of Rights as well. We have the freedom of travel. Now, I don't know what they bring in to supersede that, these mandates. A mandate is not a law, obviously, and there's all kinds of it being fought in the courts right now. But they just keep slamming it down and slamming it down and slamming it down. They keep telling us the lies. And eventually, if you tell a lie long enough and you say it loud enough, people will believe it. And then your lie starts to become their truth or your truth. Are you down with that? I'm not freaking down with that. I'm not down with the lies. Like, I don't know what y'all think about that. What do you think about government mandating vaccinations for all federal employees? What do you think about government mandating vaccinations for anyone who travels in a plane, on a train? Now, we get a train here. Like, I can go 20 minutes, jump a train, and I can go anywhere in the province or in Canada. But I can't get on there without a jab. I'm not down with other people's property. No. No topspin, but hello just the same. Yeah, people need to start waking up. It is a crime against humanity. In my opinion, Hava, I agree with you. Yeah, Mary Beth, it's total BS. But they keep hammering it down and hammering it down. What do we do about it? Shrimp Scampi in the house? Oh, West Virginia, prepared mind. Good to see you. You just got done with Marf? Okay. Yeah, we love Marfugal family over here. I hope everything's well with Marf. Of course, Dex. And, of course, all the, Marf fam. Irish. Welcome. United States Marine Corps vet. Good to see you. And, again, as always, thank you for your service. Willie D, how you doing? Organize your stuff. Yeah, well, all right. As preppers, sometimes it's easy to get disorganized for sure because we get lots of stuff and a lot of us are doing it in small spaces, so it's easy to get disorganized for sure. Yeah, organize your stuff. That's one thing you do, but I mean, what's that going to do about me traveling out to BC or over to Quebec on a train or a plane without getting a frickin' special sauce? Hey, Roxy, good to see you. Yeah, well, the masks, Mary Beth, the masks don't work. The vaccinations don't work. They've proved it. Even the people that produce the vaccinations, I think it was Pfizer on page 22 of the report that they released, it says it's not guaranteed to work, which tells me it doesn't work. Right? It's not even a vaccination for the fucking COVID. Pardon my language. So, like, it's not even what it says it is. Oh, here, you need to take this vaccination. Well, it's not a vaccination. You're jabbing stuff into people that doesn't do what you're telling them it's going to do. So why would anybody take that to begin with? Ramona Perez, there you are. Welcome. You're doing pickles? Oh, nice. Are you doing dill pickles or bread and butter pickles? Come on now. You got to be a little bit more specific than that. Folks love pickles, right? Well, Mackenzie, I'm not complying with anything. It's expected compliance. Yeah, it's expected domination, a complete submission. Sean, Alaska, there you are, brother. Sorry, man, I'm here ranting. I got some stuff on my mind. I never go live on Friday nights, but I just had some stuff brewing in my head. I kind of wanted to share with y'all. Chris is Clevercraft. How you doing? Good to see you. Ooh, dill spears. Very nice. Don't forget to deep fry some of those. How to cook your preps. Deep fry your pickles. Right? Gene W. Hello, welcome. It's good to see you. So, aside from saying no, what do we do to get away from it? Like, how do we get these tyrants out? Yes, the way to do it is with votes, not with violence. For now. And, Sparkle Socks, I think he's going to punch up a quick election here in the next month, within the month. And I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm going to vote for the first time in my life to get him out. Whatever I got to do to vote Sparkle Socks out, I'll do it. South Colorado. Hey. Oh, you made some of the wine. Yeah, let me know. Like, it should turn out fine. It's not a fine Bordeaux or Cabernet Sauvignon. It's good enough to drink. It's not bad. But for me, mostly, I'll have the odd glass of it, but for me, it's mostly for cooking. My call, do what I want. Yeah, well, I don't want to take their crap. They've been lying about it ever since, flip-flopping around. Oh, it's good for you, it's bad for you, causes this, causes that. You got a better chance of survival rate without it. You got a higher chance of being affected poorly by it, taking it than you do not taking it. So, it sounds like the cure is worse than the frickin' ailment to me. Not so remote. I see ya. Not so remote. I don't really think so, but it's I think it's becoming more our responsibility to go ahead and do so. I'm sorry, nose pecking. It looks clear here. I don't know. You've been freeze drying pickles? Holy cow! Very salty chips. Very interesting. That's cool. Mail-in votes. I don't know. Do you know what? You know what, Northern Girl? Yes, definitely mail-in votes. Why? Because it's way too dangerous to get anywhere within 6 feet of another person. We'll all frickin' vaporize or explode or something. We can't go show our ID, drop our secret ballot. It's got to be done by mail-in, which they can screw up any way they want to, or some electronic thing. They can get crashed because that's only some frickin' ones and zeros or whatever. That's probably what they want. That's not the way it should be. Massmate, Texas. Hesitant to send kids back to school. Yeah, they're wrecking everything. You know what? Even the government could F up a wet dream. Evan, how you doing? Oh, copy that, Nose. Well, it's not really weird, Sam. It's just you hadn't thought of that yet. I think it's brilliant. Potato chips soaked in pickle flavor. We get dill pickle potato chips up here, and they're freaking awesome. Seriously, y'all. Salt and pepper. Seriously, about what? What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, this is stuff going on in Canada. Seriously. Yeah, it's probably way better than dill pickle chips from the store because you don't have to eat the potatoes to get it, and all the other whatever preservatives they put in there. Boom, there you go, Maribeth. Yeah, I've been sick in an awful long while myself. Feeling just fine. Immune system works great. Nope, I don't think I need any. It's kind of like taking chemotherapy before you have cancer. But a chemotherapy that doesn't work for cancer. You know what I mean? Holy crap, nose pecking. Yeah. I just get messed up with two names. Like, Ramona Perez could, her real name could be Bill. But Ramona Perez or Bill, I can only remember one of them. Sorry. Like, I'd be shocked if I can remember two. And they may have another channel that's something else where their actual name is Jeff. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes I can only remember one thing at a time. Especially when I'm seeing a lot of other names in chat and on and on. Master Goodman to pound salt up their asses and get back to living life. Well, we need to do that for sure. What if they don't allow you into a grocery store? Irish that. Like this is where it's going. They're not allowing you on a plane, on a train, if you haven't had the Jabberwocky. If that's part of your life, if you got to travel for your work, what does that mean to you? What does that mean to your livelihood, your career, your income to provide for your family? Right? What if you're limited to, you're not allowed to travel because on a bus, a plane, a train, anything like that. You're not allowed to cross state or provincial borders without the jab. You're not allowed to go into pharmacies or grocery stores. What then? Dehydrating pickles. That's an interesting concept. There you go. Pickle popsicles. I don't know about that. Hey, Blake. How you doing? I also like freeze drying ice cream, like Dippin' Dots. Hey, Taz, those just chime in if you would. Those freeze drying machines are very expensive, are they not? Open carry in Alaska. No one going to stop us from shopping. Yeah, but I mean, if there's the 16-year-old high school girl who's got a evening job and she stood there at the door asking you if you had your vaccination, you're not going to pull out your sidearm and blow her away and just walk in, right? Like, I mean, I get what you're saying, Sean, but there's got to be some realism and a balance of what actually takes place. Say if every grocery store says you can't come in without a vax, are you just going to pull out your sidearm and walk through all of them all and walk in and get your eggs and your kale and your chard and your steak and go pay? $5K for a big one in Canada. Goodness gracious. Yeah, well, looks like they're coming, Maribeth. Everything points in that direction. True say, Monashi. Yeah, true say. Well, nothing is impossible. No, of course not. There's always a way around something. You know, you can go to a local farmer who sells their beef on the side or whatever, and you can talk to a private butcher and you can have things done that way. And you need to find someone who produces eggs and potatoes and everything you eat if you don't produce it for yourself, right? Yeah, you could be chatting along and not realize that you've been blocked for sure. Interesting, Sean, though. But I mean, if every grocery store told you you can't come in here without a vaccination, like hell, you work in a grocery store, Sean. What would that mean for you? Right? Are you just going to open carry and say, screw you, I'm still working here because I have a sidearm? Like it goes to those lengths. I'm not trying to bust your chops, Sean, but we're talking about real shit here, and it could go there because they're already doing it with travel. They're already doing it with government employment, right? I'm trying to pose a serious question. And Sean, in Alaska, it really does come down to your job. But Sean, what if your store tells you you need a jab and a mask to go in there to work? Seriously. Okay, you'll quit and you'll not work there. All right, fair enough. But I mean, we're trying to ask real questions here when it comes down to the very root of stuff. If it gets to a point where it's mandated, you're not going in anywhere without a mask. You're not going in anywhere if you're not jabbed. What do? You can quit, but if no one else is hiring because you don't have a mask or a jab, what do you do for income? What do you do to employ yourself? What do you do to buy those nice steaks that you barbecue and show us on your Sunday videos? I love your Sunday videos, by the way, Sean. Trust me. And I'm not trying to harp on you or bust your chops. I'm not. I'm just trying to pose real questions here. Because it's happening. All right. S. Moore just chimed in with something there. If they mandate jabs at husband's work, they are screwed. I hear you, Judy. Sean, that's exactly what they're doing. They're creating a two-tiered society. There has been airports here in Canada with two different lineups, one for vaccinated and one for unvaccinated. Now, they were rejected within a couple of days because, I mean, say you have a young couple, say mid-30s, and they have a 2-year-old toddler with them. Say these two people, the couple, have had their sleever, and all right, well, we're going into the airport here, and we got our toddler with us, and someone comes along and yanks the child out of their arms. Oh, that child isn't vaccinated. So you're gonna trust your toddler with some stranger to go in a different lineup? You know what I mean? I think they saw the folly in their mistake real quick, and I think they stopped the two different lines for vaccinated and unvaccinated in airports. One was in Vancouver and one was in Toronto. I didn't hear about the Toronto one until after. Heard about the Vancouver one first, but that's happening. Really? Separating toddlers from family? Like where does it go? Daily devotion. How you doing, Tony girl? Where does it go? Kicking at Homestead. Do you want a wrench so that you can post links? Now, if I give you a wrench, you promise to behave yourself and don't be an a-hole or whatever, and whatever. If you can answer yes to both of that, I'll give you a wrench so you can post links. I got no problem with people posting links here. Now, if somebody's texting me, all you guys and gals, if it's one of you, all you know not to text me while I'm live streaming. Who is this? Wait. It's Northern Girl Hobbies, and I need my other glasses to see it. You know this, Jenny. What the hell are you doing to me here? Come on, dude. All right, Northern Girl. You behave yourself. No wonder you need to sit back. Sit back and relax. Enjoy yourself. I'm not sharing that with anyone. Sorry, I missed that. All right. I'll go ahead and let me scroll up. Just bear with me, guys and gals. I'll scroll up, find Kicking It, hand him a wrench. So please just bear with me. Wow, chat is bouncing. All right. Add moderator. Okay, just go ahead. Say hello, Kicking It. You should light up in blue. And if you want to post a link, please go ahead. You know what? Please follow the sort of id of this channel. Share out links to other great channels. Jeep, look at you. I see you there. Oh, she was naughty, Sam. She was naughty. And she's probably going to go eat a whole pan of brownies. Hey, TH2, how you doing? Eat that or a whole loaf of bread. Wow, I would love all right, I guess tomorrow I'm making bread. I would love a fresh loaf of bread right now. Yeah, I could just rip off chunks of it and lay the butter to it. Oh, come on, Jen, don't be like that. Tell the truth. Oh yeah, brownies are good, especially if you like brownies. And then a whole tray of them is even better. Okay, Kicking It. There you go. You're lighting up in blue. So go ahead and, if you got some links there, please, share a bit of an idea what it's about, and go ahead and drop the link. Yeah, masses need to tell the goob to pound salt. They need to start working for us again. You know what I mean? Christy's naughty like that, hourly. Would love a whole tray of brownies daily. I got no brownies. I don't have much of a sweet tooth. You know what I do? Do you know what I do keep though? I'll show you guys and gals what I keep around for a sweet emergency. Okay. Now I still have to vacuum seal these up. I have a bunch of these vacuum sealed already and put back into my preps. This is a new batch that I have, and it's this stuff here. This is only the 45% cocoa chocolate. Personally, I prefer like the 70% or more. It's more like a dark, rich, bitter chocolate. But that's what I keep around for like if I got a sweet tooth craving. Oh, Northern Girl Hobbies, just go eat the whole tray of brownies, would you? But this is what I keep around for a sweet tooth. Either that or a jar of jam, or if I feel, if I want an instant sweet tooth thing, I'll go make some toast and I'll have some peanut butter with fresh local honey on it, okay? And that's usually what I do to soothe my sweet tooth. Like, don't get me wrong. I love a nice loaf of zucchini bread or stuff like that. I love shortbread cookies. Shortbread cookies are my favorite dessert of all time. All time. G2, there you are. Welcome. It's good to see you. But I don't bake a whole lot. Because when I bake, it's a whole lot of trouble and it's a big mess and it's a lot of work. If I want one slice of, zucchini bread or something like that, it's a whole lot of work. And then, like, I'll eat 2 slices of it, I'll get my fix, and I won't want any more for months, right? So for me to bake a loaf of anything or to make up a batch of cookie dough to make shortbread, I get a whole bunch of cookies. I can't eat them fast enough, So I just keep a little bit of chocolate around or honey. It's a quick instant fix. Doesn't include a lot of baking, a big mess of dishes to clean. Shortbread is prejudice. Yeah, shortbread is probably racist, right? Oh, yeah. Dark chocolate chip is zucchini bread. All right. Now you're talking my language there, G2. Yeah. You're starting to make my mouth water. All right. I may be a very, very late baking. You guys are bad. Don't get me on that train. Mandates are not laws. No Sparkies run. They are not. However, that doesn't detract from the fact that the police can't stop you and give you a fine from anywhere from $500 to $10,000, whatever they deem necessary. There was a family of 4 people. I was on the phone with Pinball last night. We were having a conversation, and I shared this with him, and it blew his frickin' mind, okay? There was a family of 4 people, a husband, a wife, and 2 of their 5 daughters, okay? And they had flown down to Florida because the father was checking out a job to work down there as a construction site manager. They went down there on business purposes. And when they got back to Canada, when they got into Canada, their gift for coming home to Canada was $25,000 worth of fines. I don't disagree with that, Taz. That's why I make my own gummy worms. That was their gift for coming back into Canada. $25,000 worth of fines. There's nothing like a government telling their citizens, screw you, we don't want you here, by giving them a $25,000 fine for coming back to their own country. Sean in Alaska, he kind of did. They actually got sick of him and basically threw his case out of court. They just like scrubbed it and washed their hands of it. But all right, let me get into this. I'm going to pause this because I want to address Sean in Alaska, because that's a large misconception that a lot of Shadow Swede. How are you doing? Welcome. It is good to see you. But I'm just going to stop the chat. So if I missed anything, guys and gals, I want to address Sean in Alaska here. About that dude in Calgary. He was just, sorry, not Calgary. He's from Red Deer. And he's just some guy who's an oil sands worker, and he was an activist about that. And then when this came along, he was an activist about that too. He got a fine for being in a public place with too many people in there. I think it was $1,200 or $1,500 or something like that. So he took it to court, as we all have the right to take. If you get a speeding violation, you disagree, you can take that to court and you can fight it. He did the same thing, and he didn't do it properly. He thought he was doing something he was not doing. Okay, so originally his case in the court stated it was this gentleman's name versus whatever the health minister of Alberta at the time was, that person. So it was this person against the health minister of Alberta. Okay, but then that was changed. That was squashed after a while. Things got delayed, and he was misdirected by the courts as to how to proceed with it. And eventually, our Governor General from Canada sent in their own legal team, so that now the case didn't state that it was this guy against the health minister from Alberta anymore. It stated it was this guy against the Queen. Okay, so they had this big team of lawyers there. They flew in from Ottawa. Why they would waste all that money on a $1,200 or $1,500 fine is well beyond me. But they went ahead and did that. And now this guy got his case basically thrown out because he asked, what evidence do you have to provide about, the facts regarding this virus, basically. I won't get into the specific details, but they came back and their answer was, we don't have any evidence regarding that. And the courts just washed their hands of it because they didn't want to waste any more time or money with it. Yes, he, I believe, won not having to pay his fine violation, but Alberta was open weeks before that guy did those things. He was not fundamental in the part of Alberta having been opened. And in recent days, there's been mandates still held in place in Alberta that aren't being talked about. So, you got to read and get all the information before before you start either drawing the conclusions or saying which is which. He didn't cause all that. People like to say he did, but he didn't. So anyway, Sean, I just wanted to clear that up for you. I believe the courts just threw his case out, but hey, Sandwich, on your way, Sandwich? Night, Sandwich. I don't think he quote won his case. I think they threw it out because they didn't want to deal with it anymore. Why they would fly in a legal team from Ottawa, I have no idea. Nerd, you don't have to do that. Come on, man. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate you sharing part of what you got with me. I know it's not hard to, not easy to come by these days, so I do appreciate it. But cheers indeed. Cheers, nerd. think it was actually Mary Beth. I believe you're right. I believe it was Stu Peters. And he's an American alt news site for sure. Sean in Alaska, exactly. And you know what? There was other people out there on the in the YouTubulars and in the interwebs talking about it, and I was going to chime in on it. It's like, well, you know what? I'm going to hang out and get the rest of the story before I do, and I'm glad I did, because did he? Well, kind of yes, but the answer is no. Ultimately, the answer is no. Right? So I'm really glad I hesitated and waited and didn't go ahead and jump the gun on doing videos about that. So yeah, they were probably trying to shut the story down for sure, and they probably thought he would be intimidated if they sent in a team of lawyers from Ottawa, but like he didn't really care about that. But you know what? He didn't do anything except for have his own case thrown out because they didn't want to waste any more time. He didn't change anything. He didn't find the loophole, the massive loophole that everybody talks about in the legislature, saying that they have no proof or evidence that the Bologna 19er is particularly this thing or whatever. But so that loophole isn't there. It may be, but he didn't. This gentleman, like, God bless him and his efforts, but he didn't go through. He didn't do the right things to take it there. Like his court case was about his fine. He didn't address the situation that at the end of the day he was saying he addressed. His court case was about addressing his fine. That's what they addressed. At the end of the day, that's it. He could have approached it in a different manner with a different court case, but he didn't. So, Gene W., the answer to that is kinda. Sam's here, S. Moore. Ask her. She's over there. She'll get a better. She'll give you a better scope on what's happening. She's boots on the ground there. So I always like to hear words from boots on the ground, okay? Because you'll get a more accurate concept of what's going on right there than, I'm way over in Ontario. I'm 24 hours drive minimum from Alberta. So I can't tell you exactly what's happening there. I can tell you what I see happening here. I can't, my binoculars don't go that far to see what's going on where Sam is, so. Jenny, you stop that. Go eat some brownies, dude. Hey, there you are, Cliff. Not much. Just a Friday night. I don't do live streams on Friday, but I had some stuff gnawing at me, and I kind of had to pop up and, let some of it out. You know what I mean? Cosmic Cultivators. There you are, guys and gals. Maybe we can see a link to them. Great folks over there. Cliff, hey, pump up your own link too, brother. Sean, Alaska, please do the same. Lisa Divine, hello and welcome. Sydney Bennett, look at you. Welcome. I was right to hold back on that. And I mean, I'm glad I did. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to badmouth anyone if they took that story and ran with it or whatever. There's no way I can do that. Never will. I'm just glad I held back. That's all I can say about that. Check your phone. No kidding, Northern Girl Hobbies. All right, hang on a second, girl. Jenny. Yes, I'm wagging my finger at you. You're making me change my other glasses again. Did you eat the whole pan of brownies yet? Or, like, good gracious, girl. Oh, wait a second. That's that's a different conversation about shepherd's pie. Northern Girl Hobbies, you're an asshole. Just for the record, just saying it. And I don't mean that in a really bad way. Like that's like the good brotherly, sisterly type of way. No, I'm not going to read it. Bad girl. Severe finger wagging for you. Now, go stand on your head in a corner for 300 seconds. Go stand yourself in a corner for 300 seconds, Northern Girl. Hey, Bomber Steve, look at you. Welcome. Oh, you're trying to plant fruit trees. Oh, in the tough dang soil. Goodness gracious. You got anything helpful to chew through it, like one of those garden claws, or are those ineffective down there? Like a backhoe, maybe? Ask more. Yeah, I'm an a-hole. I can be, for sure. Well, you on your way, Jody? Hey, she's one of my moderators. She's not a moderator. She's a she's a good friend of mine. Okay. She's like a little sister. I got mad respect for her. She's got wicked awesome knowledge. Oh, garden claw. Yeah, I love mine too. But if you get in hard clay soil, it might not chew that up. Hills have eyes. West Virginia, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah. Looks like Ed is going to be your new neighbor. Well, he'll be in West Virginia. It's all up. West Virginia. It's all up and there's nothing going on, really. Oh, Cliff, you probably can't grow peas because they probably get smoked by blazing heat. Did you try growing them in the shade? Kim Treadway, there you are. Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, perfect. Hills have eyes because, networking is hugely important. He's going to need all the contacts he can get, either for dozers or people with backhoes who work the land, things like that. For water systems, septic, all those kinds of things. Oh, Lisa Divine. Okay, you got to move your graduated niece tomorrow. Gotcha. Well, it was good to see you here. If you got to go, go. You do. We all got to do what we need to do, right? And I mean, it's life before YouTube. YouTube is just kind of a place for us to share what we're doing, not to live what we're doing. Some of these people, all they do is live stream and that's it. They're not showing you any videos on how to do this or how to do that. It's like, all right, why are you watching them? What are they doing? They're just talking to you. Right? I do stuff, and the stuff that I do, I share. And then, as a result, we do live streams and talk about it. Right? Eve, how you doing? Good to see you. You need to go take care of 5 dogs. Oh my goodness gracious. What kind of doggos you got, G2? All right, Lisa Divine, you stay well and safe, okay? Look after you and yours. Second year with hives, no bees yet. You got to go buy colonies of them, girl. Buy colonies or certified mite-free. This is how we do it. And make sure there's lots of flowers around for them, Like if you can plant wildflowers around that bloom throughout the season, that'll help them, right? Bomber Steve, yeah. I may need to pry myself out of this country, but all right, our brother Bomber Steve, he's down in Australia. You may need that crowbar to get out of your own country, brother. I don't know what's going on. South Florida, I have videos on oven canning, rice, beans, crackers, but they're from last year. I just got through doing a whole bunch of that just like last week. I didn't make a video of it, but I'll do some more and I'll make a video of it. I'm starting to get my pantry ready for winter, and that's part of it. So I'll do some more of that, okay? Dagmar King, I see you there. Welcome. It's good to see you. Yeah, bees need water for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, you need to put bees inside the hives, and they need to have a queen cell. A queen cell or a living queen in there for them to stay and look after it, right? You don't need a beekeeper. You need bees. Charlie Knoll, how you doing? Good to see you. Bug dude, I don't think I said hello. If there's anyone I didn't say hello to, welcome. It's good to see you. Oh, says Colorado, that wine is so easy to do. 1 jug of juice, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of yeast. Shake the crap out of it. Don't leave the lid on too tight. Leave it there for a month. You got wine in a month. And it's fine enough to drink. You got to use good pure juice with no preservatives in it. Preservatives will kill your yeast. Simple. Very, very simple. And that's something I do every fall to get my pantry ready for winter. Why? Because I like red wines for my spaghetti sauces and for braised beef, anything like that. North Shore cheeseburgers. I need a North Shore cheeseburger. Two Australian Shepherd. Ah, I had an Australian healer. He was a red fella. Yeah, they're cray cray, big time. G2. You don't have to tell me. I know exactly what you're talking about. The red fella we had, his name was Tyson, and he was huge, great big barrel chested fella, strong as can be, and dumb as a rock, But like the only thing he would listen to, he wouldn't listen to come or stop or heal or anything like that. But we were out in the country, and if there was a mother and their daughter riding a bicycle down the road, he'd book it for them, right? And I would literally have to say the word "Gah!" and he would stop dead in his tracks. How you spell that? I don't know. I know there's a G in it. I know there's an N in there. Probably a few L's. But that's the only thing that would make that dog stop. When I say "Gah!" he was just like, oh, I must be screwing up. You know? That's the only thing he would listen to. They're dumb as a post. Great herding dogs, though, I'll tell you. What can I say, G2? You know it's true. Tell me that's a lie. Come on now. You know it's true. Oh, you're going to go get some tea? All right. Well enough. Okay, if anyone wants to go ahead and refresh your beverage, now might be a good time to do it. I might do the same thing. Yeah, so why don't we all go, if you got to go potty or refresh our beverage, we can carry on with this talk if you want to. All right. This is a 2-minute pause. Go if you need ice in your drink or you need fresh tea. Go on and do it now. I'll be back here just shortly. All right then. Oh, and don't listen to too many of the fibs Bomber Steve tells you. Don't listen to me. Bomber Steve's a great guy. We love him. All right, there we are. All right, so I hope everyone, yeah, paint drying channel, Brian Barbie. No, we were just taking an opportunity to, if you needed a tea or a coffee, or top up your beverage, that's what that was. But I hope everyone took a little opportunity to bust Bomber Steve's chops a little bit. For you guys and gals that don't know Bomber Steve, he's our Australian brother. And I see the guy all over the place. He's the guy that you don't see anywhere, but I hang out in little small channels. And I see him all over the place in in these other channels, and it's great. He took us for a walkthrough there, all down in his region, and he was showing us a tower of from one of the old gold mining operations from about 120, 130 years ago down in his area. It was super cool to watch. Super cool. Yeah, he don't like kangaroos much. He likes snakes more, I think. 4 yellow dirty socks for the clock. No way, Bug Dude. That's slated for monograph. He just needs to send me the silver. That's it. Or a self-addressed stamped envelope even. Goodness gracious. Like, I got the dude's phone number. But, like, I'm not just going to put a stamp on it and mail it out there. I want to put it in a nice box and, But I still need the silver. Yeah, silver, gold. If you have a lot of wealth, then maybe store that in gold. If you've only got a little bit of wealth, I suggest you store it in silver. And especially if you can, store it in smaller pieces of silver like this. Well, that's $2.50 or whatever. Because if you have an ounce of silver, if at the time, whether it's 20 or 30 or $40 at the time, whatever it is, if you go to somebody who is a baker and they have a loaf of bread and you have a 1 ounce silver coin and you need that loaf of bread, they may not be making change for you. Oh, Bomber Steve loves the Kangies. Just don't let them kick your arse. Definitely not. Oh, yeah, they'll put a world of hurt on you. Yeah, junk silver, exactly, Mackenzie. Yeah, dimes, quarters, that are older than, what is it, 1967 or whatever. They contain X amount of silver in it, so. Yeah, junk silver like that is also good to put back. I have a little of junk. And that, those smaller denominations are much better for trade than 1 ounce silver rounds. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, West Virginia Hills Have Eyes. Coin clipping has been a thing for years, centuries. You can see it in the remnants and finds of ancient coins from the Roman era. You can see around all the edges where it's been clipped. You sure can. It's funny you say that, Mary Beth, because I my dealer hosts his booth at a flea market, and he's good. Recommended by a very, very good, trusted, longtime friend. I have a little junk in the trunk. That's more. Goodness gracious, listen to you. That's very, very naughty. And yes, I just wagged my finger at you. That was one stern finger wagging from Ontario to Alberta. Exactly, Malachi. That's exactly why they put the ribbed edges on it. Because if the coin comes without the ribbed edge, obviously it's been clipped, and then therefore you need to weigh it. If it's a precious metal, like our coins these days are not precious metals. They're just, whatever, some zinc and aluminum, and like some iron or whatever else, right? They're not made with precious metals. But yeah, coin clipping was definitely a thing, especially if you can move coins through your hands somehow. If you can pass a lot of coins through your hands, clip each one a little bit, and before the end of the day, you got more coins in your purse than you actually earned that day. But that's thievery. That's theft, right? I like to think that most people are honest people and wouldn't do that. But that's not true. That's not the case. All people aren't honest people. Lots of people would clip coins, right? US coins mainly copper. Hey, we used to have copper pennies up here, Mackenzie, but we don't even have pennies anymore. They abolished pennies a few years ago. Our smallest denomination of coin is a nickel. Hey, cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Never spend change, save it. Yeah, that's a lot of that's a way that a lot of folks save, and I used to as well. However, you know, sometimes you'll come to a point where, okay, I saved all that change. Now I'm at a point in my life where I need that, and then you spend that change. You cash it in and turn it into actual money that you can do something with, like pay your rent or your mortgage, your car payment, your insurance, whatever it might be. And then, maybe your income is reduced to a point and your expenses are so much that you don't necessarily have a whole lot of change to put back, right? Gene W., to clip a coin means to take a small portion off of the side of it using some type of sharp pliers or some type of cutting device. Clipping a coin is taking a small portion off of the edge of a coin. Hopefully not so noticeable that the next person who gets that coin won't notice that you have taken away a part of the value of that coin. G2, you on your way? All right, you stay well and safe. Oh, goodness gracious. God bless you with those crazy puppies you got. Good luck with them. And hopefully they don't drop their shoulder and bear scat. Mine used to love to. Oh, yeah. We'd give them a nice bath, and then, the next day a bear would walk through the yard and drop a scat right in the middle of the front yard. And it'd be full of apple skins, and of course, bear scat stink. Our dog would find that, drop his shoulder, and just grind it right in there. That dog was an a-hole. Rudy is very knowledgeable on financial prepping. Absolutely. Yes, it was a manner of stealing in the past. Clip the coin, cut a little piece off. It's theft. Come on, Malachi. It wasn't funny. It was really stinky. I had to lock him in his kennel and then hose him down with the garden hose after, because there's no way he was going to come inside with that. No way. One hole to go. What do you mean? Can you leave the last one for me? Does that mean you're going to tuck me into that last hole, or you're going to leave it for me to dig, brother? I don't, Steve, I'm not sure what you're getting at, man. Oh, hey, Kim's Farm Life. How you doing? Welcome. From Wisconsin. It's good to see you. Hey, Eve, you know what? That's great and fantastic if you're in a position to actually be able to afford to go on a camping trip or vacation. But some people need that change to buy milk for their children, or whatever the case might be. So, um, yeah, hey, save it if you can. It's a great way to save money for sure. And then maybe in increments, if you're not saving it for a vacation or whatever, maybe save some and then cash it in and buy some silver with it, or other preps or whatever it is that you deem important as far as your life goes. Scott Ziegler, it is good to see you. Well, holy cow, there's Homestead Oz. Lovely to see you. Hope you and Wayne are both well. Always good to see you. How are you? How are you? How are yours? You're obviously not hot there, but tell me you're not freezing. What do you call bear poo? Spell it. IT. But I call bear poo scat. SCAT. It may have two T's at the end of it. I'm not sure. Scat. Bear scat. It's the same as like buck scat or deer scat. Scat. Well, Bettina H, look at you. Greetings and welcome. Yeah, Sam. Doomsday clock. Was somebody asking about my clock? Slated for Monty. Just need the silver. It could be SCAT or maybe two T's. I'm not sure. Yeah, Stuart W's there with it. He's got it going on. It's common talk amongst hunters and folks who walk in the woods and see this on the ground. Scat, scat, scat. Scott, I didn't. Oh, goodness gracious. I didn't say you were a shitty person. You're going great on a veranda. Oh, listening to the Canadian brothers. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's great. So if you're out in the veranda, it must be nice and fair. Must be having fair weather. Obviously, good enough to sit outside. Oh, 3 p.m. there. All right, that's a lovely afternoon then. Well, what's your daily temperature, rocking Homestead Off? If you could chime in with that, just to give us a hey, Zippo fanatic, how you doing? Just to give us an idea of what your what your daytime high is in winter there for you. Comes from scat in jazz, oh, which is shit music. Well, I'm not sure about that. I'm sure deer and bear have been leaving scat in the woods long before jazz was around. Don't quote me on that, but maybe before jazz, scat was called something other than scat. Like it's anybody's guess, unless you want to go out and do the research and bring it back to me. All I can do is take it for granted what your say so is on it until I go do my own research. But like, I mean, yeah, no kidding, Malachi. We're sitting around shit talking. It's funny as can be, but I mean, oftentimes conversation does devolve to crap. Like, pardon me, I don't mean to cuss a whole bunch, but okay, Kim's getting stuff done. That's good to see. Yeah, go check out Zippo Fanatic. I was Zippo. I was on your live stream there for a little bit earlier tonight. I had other places to be, so I dropped in for a few minutes, said hello, and then bounced. But yeah, I definitely got if you got videos on curing meats and stuff like that, definitely want to check that out. Homestead Off, my tooth is much better. The pain has subsided. Thank you ever so much. That was horrible for a week. I barely got any sleep. After the pain had finally subsided, I was doing salt wash rinses and things like that. Um, but after that week, when the pain subsided, I slept for near 3 days straight, and got caught up on my sleep, and that's a terrible pain. I don't wish that on anybody. Did they take Ice Age Farmer? You mean Ice Age Farmer? I don't think so. Maybe, it wouldn't surprise me. Well, you know yourself, Bomber Steve. If you're on quartz, that's strong indication of gold. Don't forget to look at the quartz. There may be gold in it. Okay, brother? You know that. All right. Listen, Bomber Steve. Dig a hole big enough, but not big enough for to put me in. Okay? Like, I like you, bro, but Cha-Cha. You can see Ice Age on BitChute. Is he gone from YouTube? Oh yeah, I don't wish tooth pain on anyone. That was terrible. And to anyone who helped with that, I appreciate the support. I don't know how to. I looked at contributions that were on in my PayPal, and there folks had left comments. And my device is so old. There's no way it allows me to respond to those comments. I tried and tried and tried, and I asked around the community amongst a bunch of friends, and they don't. They didn't have any way to let me know how to do it. Hey Steve, I'm 5'8", so if you dig a hole that's 5'8" and about this big around, you just drop me straight in. Feet first, head first. Not really gonna matter. Steve, behave yourself. Go on, you're bad. Oh, he ain't been around lately. Okay. Gotcha. Well, kind of South Florida, but we are playing in the sandbox that's owned by YouTube, and we can only say what they let us say. Because if we say stuff they don't like, guess what? They'll kick our ass out. Right? And at that point in time, we got to go find a different sandbox to play in. Basically, if you cross the border of what they allow you to say. Oh, hey, Bomber Steve, you could even take one of those tampers, one of those flat things with like a post hole driller on, or post hole rammer on it, and just slam it down on my head. Compact me down a little bit. Stuff me down in there. I don't want the gurus to get me, Bomber Steve's busting my chops here. Mary Beth, I don't know that I have or not, but I suspect I have. I had something really nasty late October, running in through mid-December 2019. Nasty. I suspect it was that. Can't say for sure because I'm fully not down with, first of all, the Jabberwocky, nor am I down with having the test for the 1/9er. Oh, Green Greg's. Stuart, that's a great idea for a channel to post. I love Mr. Greg's over there. He's a great guy. I don't get over to see him a whole lot in his live streams. He's kind of more West Coast, and a lot of times it's a little too late for me to get up over there. Sorry, Steve. Not sorry. You keep digging though. Yeah, you get that. You keep that hole ready for me in case I show up. You just drop me right down in there. Just say, "G'day, mate." Tomp, tomp, tomp. Lua B. Okay. I've heard about pulmonary issues, also cardio issues. So, regarding that, not just regarding that, but regarding a number of other sorts of experimental medications. Yeah, kicking it could be because you know, yeah, for harvesting stuff. Hey, you're going down to the wrong place in Mexico. They'll hijack you and kidnap your liver and send you home or whatever. I've heard about those types of things as well. Hey, Colin, how you doing? It's good to see you. You're up late, brother. So am I, obviously. Yeah, everyone say a nice hello to Colin, our brother over at Kincaid Outdoors there. Say a nice hello to him. Colin, bust up a link for your channel. So if there's any folks in here that don't know you, Kincaid Outdoors is a traditional archery expert, like not crossbows or compounds, traditional archery. He's your guy, okay? So, oh, you got the weekend off, Colin. That's great. I hope you and Jen and Sam have a nice, relaxed weekend plan. Yeah, I think it was over on Kincaid Outdoors live stream where I saw Bomber Steve. Bomber Steve was doing a walkabout about one of the towers, the mining towers. It was in his area. I think it was on Colin's live stream. I don't know. I see Bomber Steve around all over the place. He's one of those guys. I try and hide out in small channels so nobody can find me, and Bomber Steve finds me everywhere. It's just hilarious. I'm not sure if he's trying to suss me out or like if he's gunning for me, if he's searching the interwebs. It's like, all right, where's that North Shore now? I'm digging a hole for him right now. Cosmic Cultivators, there you are again. Welcome. Guys and gals, if we can see a link to Cosmic Cultivators, that would be freaking awesome. Please go check out their channel. They're a newer channel. They're doing all the stuff to like repurpose materials for raised beds. They're doing all the things right. They're going to be a channel to follow, guys and gals. I'm telling you right now. So please go ahead and check out Cosmic Cultivators. Lovely people over there. Cha-cha-cha. Sam, I think Colin's got some. Colin, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're organizing some type of gathering for educational purposes. You know what, Cosmic Cultivator? I don't lie or share out untruths. If I see a channel I think is good and worthy to be shouted out, I shout it out. You know me. And I love shouting out good channels. Fauci. Yeah, you can do that. You could say that. New limbs is not a side effect. Are you talking about bows or are you talking about the Jabberwocky, the special sauce? Being hot? You've been in the pool every day. Well, I don't have a pool. I just run the air conditioning. All right, Stuart's getting smoked by seniority. Fouching around. Sauce, special sauce. Jabberwocky. Hey, it's a Big Mac attack. Right? Don't eat at McDonald's, guys. It's bad for you. I'll go to McDonald's sometimes, and I love a Big Mac. So I'll get the Big Mac, and I'll sniff it. I may even give it a little bit of a lick. And then I'll take it, and I'll walk directly inside the washroom, the bathroom, and I'll throw it right in the toilet and flush it down. Save my body that trouble. Like, hell no. Because if you eat that, in 20 minutes, you're looking for a toilet. You're looking, running, screaming for one, right? So you best be near one. You have a Big Mac attack, you best be near a toilet. Anyways, guys and gals, I just had some stuff on my mind. I wanted to kind of let it out a little bit. I appreciate you guys being here for, to chime in on either my thoughts or even bounce between y'all and all y'all's thoughts. Oh, hey, Blue Sky, how you doing? It's awesome to see y'all this evening. And, thanks so much for coming in and letting me ramble a little bit about what was kind of in my mind. Canadian government has mandated jabs for federal employees and for travel, trains, planes, any type of vessel with a sleeping berth. Mandated now. So, where does it go? Where does it go after that? I think it only goes further. And they just keep slapping it down, slapping it down. He sure does. Sure does, Manashi. Monashi. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, you're over in Washington. How's the state of things over there, Blue Sky? Yeah, it totally sucks, West Virginia. Yeah, papers, please. Ain't going nowhere. And that's what that's kind of what I refer to is like, how far is it going to go? Is it going to go to the point where, okay, you can't do this, you can't do that. They're already saying you can't go to a football stadium or the Canadian Museum for Human Rights if you're unvaccinated. They're already saying you can't do all this if you don't have a vaccination. What does it come to next? Obviously, it's going to be restaurants, nightclubs. Nightclubs are beyond me anyways at this stage of my life. Restaurants, I cook better than they do anyways, and there's no way I want to pay $50 for an $8 steak anyway. I can still make it better at home by myself. But still, it's limiting and limiting and limiting and limiting. They're limiting travel, obviously now, right? They're limiting employment, right? Nose picking. I'm trying to put out some information, and I try to make people feel better. Like I do try and approach things with a bit of levity, but I'm starting to get really, really concerned. I'm starting to get really concerned, which is why I put my no, the border's not open. The border is closed until August 21st. And Cosmic Cultivators, that is not because of Canada. That is a result of the states having left it closed until then. But the south border is wide open. Go on ahead, walk in if you want. May you be absolutely dripping with COVID. Walk right in. Go ahead. No problem. We see nothing here. Oh, you want a bus? Plane? Where? Okay, yeah, we'll show you. We'll take you. Wide open. Yeah, let him in. Nah, don't screen him. Just let him in. Oh, but if you haven't had the jab, you might kill grandma. Better stay where you are. Don't go anywhere. Don't get within 6 feet of another person, because we'll all explode. There you go, Sam. Exactly, Cosmic. Right? Like, come on. Where's the freaking sense in any of this? It's nonsensical. They've been lying to us from the start. Fauci there lied from us right at the very beginning. He said, no, masks don't work. And he admitted he lied. Oh, I lied about that because I want our medical professionals to have the masks. All right, so how now can we believe anything out of that little troll's mouth? Boom. Guys and gals, look what Eve just said. Eve L. In Quebec on September 1st, we will need proof of vaccination to go to restaurants, bars, everywhere. And that's how it's happening here, guys and gals. Right? No vaccination, no soup for you. And 99% chance of survival for most, Marybeth, right? Like, what is the big panic? You got more of a chance of dying driving your car every time you get in it. You probably got a 2% chance of being killed in your car every single time you get in it. And we have like a 99.5% survival rate from the 1-9er. I'll take my chances. Yeah, he admitted that he lied. And about herd immunity, too. My immune system works freaking great. It's just fine. Has been my whole life. I don't need your interjection regarding that. No, I don't need your suggestion about, having this medical procedure suggested by you that I don't want. Hey, maybe it's a leg lengthening, or maybe they want to implant an extra ear on the top of my head. It's a medical procedure I don't want. I don't accept it. Not interested. No thanks. Pound salt up your ass. I heard that stuff, Heather. Langager. I'm sorry. I'm probably totally wrecking that name. I apologize. But I mean, come on. Here, take this jab. It's like having chemotherapy before you get cancer. But the chemotherapy is not even for cancer. WTF, guys and gals. What is going on? But everybody has to have it. Now, it's coming to light that the alleged vaccine for the coronavirus is approaching to become the world's best-selling drug. Isn't that interesting? Huh? Isn't that kind of cool? You like that idea? Oh. Wow. Bang on. If you got shares in it. Hey, why the CEO of Pfizer won't take it? No, I don't know. Why he won't release his test results for 2 years? I don't know. Pretty interesting, though, isn't it? Stuart, that's a term I've used for many, many years. Some people say rub sand, do this, do that. Yeah, screw it. I'm getting right to the point. Use a sledgehammer and go pound salt up your ass. I'm not telling you to do that, Stuart. It's a term I use. Yeah, no. Like that's me saying piss off or screw you. Right? Like, good God. Doctors won't take it. Doctors don't like it. WHO isn't taking it. CDC isn't taking it. Isn't that interesting? Do you find that curious? I wonder why. Let me think about it a while. Well, why wouldn't they take that? It's the best special sauce ever. But you know what? You know what's curious and cool? Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. We all love donuts and cheeseburgers and beer and for the shallow lap dances and lottery tickets. We all love that crap, right? Okay. So what are they doing? They're bribing us. Oh, if you get this, we'll give you a donut. Oh, hey, if you go get this, we'll give you a cheeseburger. Yeah, cheeseburger for everybody. Well, doesn't McDonald's kill half the people on the planet? Okay. All right, maybe not half, but lots of folks. Evening, morning, how you doing? I'm ranting here, so behave yourself. But it's good to see you. All right, yeah. Come on, get your donuts. Get your sleever and a donut. Get the special sauce and a cheeseburger. Hey, maybe it's a bag of pretzels. Whatever, right? Oh, hey, look. Boom. All right, you're a gambler? Get the freaking jab and we'll give you a lottery ticket. Yeah. Ooh. Wringing my hands. I'll line up. Give it to me. No. If their special sauce was so freaking good, don't you think they'd be promoting it as this is the miracle science, and it'll cost every one of you $750 to get it, and people would be lined up around the corner for it. Lined up. You cannot have this unless you bring us $1,000. Yeah, put it right here in my hand. Yep, no, I want all your silver. Stick in my hand. And this will save you. But this ain't gonna save you. That's why they gotta bribe you with a frickin' donut and a cheeseburger. They're a bunch of bald-faced liars. They've been lying to us from the start, and they're going to continue to lie to us. Now, I'm sorry, guys and gals. I got a little bit worked up out there. Let's see how long this stays on the internet. Now, I did title it Random or Surprise Friday thing, so there's nothing in the title gonna flag it, but you know, they'll get their AI or their ones and zeros to scan it, and it's like, oh, this guy's out. They'll probably stand me in a corner for 200 days or whatever. Who knows? And zero product liability. Boom. Yep. Well, I'll tell you, the special sauce ain't special, because the special sauce ain't even for what they say it's for. Yeah. Take the chemotherapy that's not chemotherapy for cancer before you get it. What? Does that make sense to any of you? Don't get me wrong. Maybe you like McDonald's and special sauce and stuff like that. Personally, I find it makes me need to go to the bathroom real quick. Got to be a reason for that. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Y'all think the special sauce is so good? Hammer a 1. If you think the special sauce is out to lunch, hammer a 9. What about the flu? What flu? Heather? It's a miracle. The flu went away. It's cured. There wasn't one single death by car accident or the flu last year. Not one. It's a miracle. Employers will be liable for the employer's lifetime to have to compensate them. Well, homestead off, that's not right. That's just the government passing a buck because the government doesn't want to accept the liability. They're pushing the liability onto employers. That's not right. That's not right. That is a tyrannical government. And don't get me wrong, I understand, you're in Australia, I'm in frickin' Kanakistan. We're both living under tyrannical regimes. I get what you're saying, but that's illegal. If the government's going to push it, like, the vax provider's got no liability. The government's sloughing off the liability onto someone else. Like, what the hell? What are they going to say? If you're a subcontractor and then you employ someone, now that liability is on you? For life? No. Listen, especially when they're mandating it. Hell no. Hell to the H no. No way. China to Kanakistan, call it what you want. Exactly, Oz. We're all part of the I-5, right? Australia, New Zealand, England, Canada, and America, right? We're all part of the I-5. And I think they're doing an experiment down there with sending in the soldiers to get the kind of reaction of the people on that. They're like, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're in Victoria. They're sending soldiers to check door to door to people who are supposed to be quarantined to make sure that they're quarantined. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I love to have information from boots on the ground. Oh, now yours are republic countries legally. All right, so the Greater Australia should have no domain over you. Sort of stands to reason regarding what you've stated, Homestead Oz. Five W's we were taught in school. Well, they don't teach anything in school except for conformity. Right now, indoctrination, conformity. Booster sauce. Mutations. You know what, Em? Okay, guys and gals, Morning Light is here in the chat, and I've known Morning Light for a long time, since before I even had a channel, right? And since before I've had a channel, before all this Bologna business, this one-niner business blew up, we saw it come in together, and we were speculating at that very time. We asked ourselves in November of 2019, Em and I asked the other. I'm not sure if I was the first to pose the question or if it was her, but we posed the question. There's something happening here, but what's behind it? There's something else, right? We both knew it back then, right? We could see it, see through their bullshit. Oh, how to read your ABCs. All right, 1 + 1 = 2. That's all wrong. 1 + 1 = 5. If you don't believe that, you're a racist. As a matter of fact, math is racist. You know? Your morning chat was worse? I try not to cuss a whole lot. Irish vet. Boom, Kim Treadway. Absolutely. You know, my children ask me, well, why don't you take it? They both got it, sitting here in my kitchen with their masks on, talking to me. Well, why don't you take it? It's like, all right, because the two people that I know in my life, 100% of them both had bad effects from taking unproven experimental drugs. And I pointed to my son and I said, you are one of them, and you're a prime example. I said, your mother was prescribed an experimental drug while you were in the womb. And guess what? You came out with half a right leg, right? And the other person that I know, I'm also related to. My mother, 2 years ago, was, she had a medical condition. She agreed to take this experimental drug, and it almost killed her from blood clots. Okay? So 100% of the people that I know who have taken experimental drugs of any kind have had extraordinarily bad effects on it. Why don't I take the jab? That's it right there. Do I need more explanation? Like, it's that clear. 100% of the people that I know who have taken experimental drugs have had extremely bad reactions. Or mutations of the body or near death. You'll get a prescription pill bottle that'll say, side effects, blah, 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 anal bleeding, shortness of breath, heart attack, may experience death. And at the bottom it says, if you experience any of these, contact your physician immediately. Well, how the frick am I going to contact my frickin' physician if I'm dead? Oh, goodness gracious. When, oh boy, somebody who has signs of PTSD, when they don't text back. Oh, goodness gracious, Carolina. That's a hard thing, and that is a long road. You know what? If they don't text back, go to them personally. Make personal contact. You have to make personal contact. If they're not going to text back, you need to make personal contact. And don't try and be aggressive or anything like that. Be reassuring. Okay? I suffered with PTSD for 20 years or more. Horrible, rough patch in my life. Thank God I was able to make it through. Why, I have no idea. Obviously, he's not done with me yet. So, obviously, he's got something more for me to do. Ramona Perez, you're on your way. You stay well and safe, okay? It's always good to see you. Stay well, stay safe, stay cool, okay? All right, S. Moore chimes in. Dad died from cancer. Drugs, not cancer. Right. There's no money in curing it. All the money is in the treatment. Exactly, Kim Treadway. Yeah. Vaccines aren't created overnight. A rushed one is like 15 years. Hey, morning light. Lighten things up a bit here. How many eggs did your chickies produce today? Just for a little quick change of topic. Yeah, I knew Morning Light before she had chickens. Now she's got chickens, and they're producing eggs. Exactly, Homestead Us. And the pharmaceutical companies bear no responsibility. I don't understand why that's a thing, or why that's even legally possible. How is it that they bear no responsibility? Oh, Carolina, your husband is in Saudi. Goodness gracious. Prayers. Sending prayers, Carolina. All right, there you go, Taz. You know what? It sure does. It does a lot of good for a lot of things. There's still a big stigma about it out there, and a lot of folks won't subscribe to it, and that's okay. Like, it's just like the jab, just like the special sauce. It's a personal medical decision. right? And Morning Light got 5 eggs today. Isn't that awesome? Well, they're Blue Sky. If that's the case, shouldn't they be running around with a face diaper on? or only the COVID chickens? Or maybe if COVID chickens have COVID, do they need to have their pecker removed so that the face mask fits? I don't know. Pretty funny though. Not bad. Oh, hey, Heather, do you know what? Canada's talked about setting up their own jab production facility in Canada. So, you know, like a lot of medications are sure produced in India, right? Like most of them, where all the ingredients come from. Well, a lot of them come from the Orient. So, but look at natural medicine. It grows all around us, you know? Like, it's funny. It's really interesting. All the things that are around you, like, say you're in a local body of water and there's some kind of fish that's in there that might have a barb or a stinger or whatever. Well, it's interesting enough that there'll be a plant nearby that can soothe that and help it, you know? Nature seems to really balance itself that way. So don't forget to don't discredit your natural remedies and your natural herbs and medicines that are all around you. It could be growing in your lawn, in part of the weeds or in the grass that you call a lawn or whatever. Like dandelions, you know, anything like that. Wild lettuce, all kinds of things. Hey, willow tree, right? Oh, Cosmic Cultivators, over 1,100. Boom! Look at you. That is great. That's fantastic. Exactly one of the reasons why I love to do room raids, why I like to check out great channels, you know, and you do have a good channel. I trust I need to get in there and check out some more, but I mean, can you imagine with all the room raids that I do, all the channels I need to go and check out? There's just not time in the day to look at all of them all the time. So I do apologize. I'll get over because I do like your channel, and you know, I kind of like the cut of your guys' jib. So I'll get over there a little bit more. Yeah, guys and gals, go check out Cosmic. Have a look at what they're doing for videos. If you like them, go ahead and subscribe. They've got good content. So there goes Heather. Plantain's great for stings and bites, right? I love the room raids. Yeah, absolutely love it. When I learned how to do it, I was all over it. It's like, hell yeah. Yeah. Can we do that? Yes, we can do it. Boom. Super easy to do. And, you know, when all you guys and gals participate, wicked awesome. If I get the cancer, I'm doing chaga tea. You know, chaga tea for sure, but you know, mixed with some other additional remedies. You know, boost your metabolism with the ginger and ginseng as well. Oh yeah. Oh, Homestead Os, boom. A friend did the Gerson therapy. No cancer now. Look at that, guys and gals. Look at that right there. Yet They want to treat you. They want to take your money and treat you for as long as they possibly can and then kill you just so they can get your money. But this other treatment, no cancer. Boom. And probably for pennies. Pennies. Hey, Brittany, how you doing? We're just starting to get to the tail end of things here. This is an unexpected Friday night live stream. I do not do live streams on Friday nights because everyone else is, I've been watching other people's live streams for 4 hours before I put my own on. And I took a little bit of a break in between that, and I went outside and looked around at the sky and had a nice wave to the lady across the road. And I had a bunch of stuff on my mind, so I thought I'd jump up and, just try and get it off my mind, bounce it off y'all. And y'all seem to be in agreement, So, anyways, yeah, that's the big news I got to share with you guys and gals is that our fearless actor and thief, Sparkle Socks, went ahead and mandated special sauce for all federal employees. Also for air travel, train travel, and any sort of floating vessel that has a sleeping berth. So that's where it starts. Where does it end? Where does it end, guys and gals? That's the question. Think about it a little, for a while. Give me the answer tomorrow night on my live stream, okay? I'll be live after Pinball's done. Pinball rocks the house at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday evening. I go on, because I moderate for Pinball, I take a bit of time and, I'll either refresh my beverage or go to the bathroom and do whatever for like 10 minutes between Pinball stream. Then about 10 after 10 tomorrow night, I'll be live streaming again. You can give me your answers. Then what you think is the next step, because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Marinate on this, guys and gals. Let me know tomorrow night what you think, where you think it goes next, okay? With that, guys and gals, love y'all. Thank you ever so much for being here. God bless. Keep all of you safe, you and yours. This is going to be North, out for now. Stay on safe, all. All right. If I can only find the button. Here we are.